buzz, right? So I'm naturally afloat from life. I had to talk to one of my babies today, y'all. One of my familiars. All right, get up out of here now, bro. Go ahead. And so I don't know if y'all was watching, but I told y'all a lot of relationships will end. And also a lot of relationships will end due to spirituality and religion. Religious belief and spirituality beliefs, it really don't align, and people be trying to make it align. So if you with a religious man that's grew up in a church home and you somehow become very spiritual, you believe in earth and grounding, and he believe in bowing his head and praying, them are two different beliefs. Either somebody is gonna manipulate somebody to do the other, or y'all not equally yoked. So with that being said, y'all, it's a lot of relationships about to go through a closing. And I've been saying this for a while, but the universe is forcing these endings for a reason. Okay? For a reason. Y'all see me without makeup? Me without my filter? Look. They come in and they go off. Let me see. I still look the same. Woo! Woo! Hold on. Somebody throwing hella evil eye. This goddamn sage is brewing, baby. Look at this. Look at this. My sage ain't never did that now. I'm about to sit this outside on the porch. Look at that. Bye. And why would y'all eat my last one? I told you I wanted it. Woo! That sage went up in a blaze. You hear me? I ain't never seen my sage do that now. But I gotta sit right by my window too anyway. But anyway, these relationships are ending. And let me tell you something. Where you will find most of your warlocks. Let me tell you where the warlocks hide out at. You will find most of your warlocks as pastors in the church. Okay? Y'all be thinking warlocks just be in a family. Yeah, your warlock is the very religious man. He's very religious. And he can look good too. Maybe handsome than a motherfucker. That's why it's easy to get under his wing. I just recently had a fine man, y'all. Fine man. Trying to get up under my wing and flirt with me. And I had a blockage up. My feminine energy wouldn't let this go down. My radars was up. This masculine was fine as hell, y'all. He was so fine. He was so handsome. And he said all the right things. He was with his daughter. He said all the right things, y'all. When I say he was talking about, when I seen him, he was talking about how he's going to church. He getting back with God. He praying for people. And when I seen that, when he was just talking, I was just like, that sound real good. But my radar went off. It said, ding, 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 ding. He's a warlock. He can smell your pure pheromones. He can sense that you are not being touched. You are powerful. Like when women are not being touched, they are powerhouses. You're able to manifest whatever it is you want to manifest also, but you still got to do some type of healing, some type of cleansing work too. So that's a must. My face been breaking out, y'all, really, really bad. Probably from the heat. These like heat bumps plus, you know, ovulation bumps. You know, when you ovulate as a woman, you get these bumps too sometimes. But anywho, y'all, beware of warlock men. They're very religious. You would think you done met a good God-fearing man. The whole time he's a warlock, narcissist, love bombing, and he's using God as a shield to get in your drawers or get near you to pull energy from you. Confirmation, confirmation, confirmation. The train. Confirmation. I love that confirmation, man. That it's like that confirmation be a motherfucker. So beware of warlock men. And you can communicate with them, but and another thing, a warlock man wouldn't hold a lot of eye contact with you. They'll look you in the eyes for a minute and then move them. They always somewhere else. And they won't be able to hold the facade long, the mirroring long. They won't be able to mirror you because you have a blockage up. So they appear that you're a religious, spiritual woman. But when they see religion don't get me, it's spirituality that get me. Speaking from authenticity. If you're speaking to me in a form of control, manipulation, or trying to pull me in or pull on my root chakra, most people that you meet will pull on your root chakra, baby. They pull on the root. They'll pull on that root chakra. I don't know why this camera be going dark sometimes. Most people you meet, whenever you feel somebody pulling on your root chakra, it could be females too now. Females can pull on your root chakra too now. Yes, they can. You got to be aware of the root chakra being in an imbalanced place. So when you having a conversation with somebody, all of a sudden you start getting a little thumping. You get a little tingle. You like, hold on. Oh, I see what you're doing. So let me say something, y'all. The warlocks are out here, baby. The Jezebel spirits, the freaky girls, they out here too. Be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of these people. And most warlocks be a little older. They be a little older than us. So you could be in your 20s or warlock. I'm okay. I don't want it. The warlock could be in his late 30s, 40. But sometimes I like facing a warlock. Because usually when I face a warlock, it was meant for that warlock to cross paths with me. See, warlocks prey on you. They see you. They probably seen you a while ago. Studied your energy. See that you could be possibly spiritual. Ask around about you. Like real life FBI agents. And when they notice that you're very spiritual, they tried to use the first thing, religion. Religion is not spirituality, okay? There is some people that really go by religion and they're really good people. but a warlock will overuse religion. I pray for my enemies. I pray for my relationship that didn't work. I pray for this. You know, come on now. I mean, I speak affirmation, but I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not finna pray for every goddamn body every goddamn time they piss me off. No. I'm going to get put belt to ass. That's the balance. Where's the balance at? But let me say this. I said, let me say this a few times, y'all. I want y'all to hear me out. Because I don't know why the warlocks is out more right now. But I kind of do know. I'm just trying to get to that point to release it and let y'all know. The warlocks can tell when you're abstinence or you're celibate. They can tell when you are on a spiritual journey. They can tell when you have gotten to a place spiritually that is so powerful. It's like you're in a violet realm and they're in a root chakra. So they want to reach that root by entering into a spiritual woman. A spiritual woman don't have to look all prissy BBL. We don't have to have flat bellies. It don't matter. A spiritual woman possesses a lot of healing, beautified, abundant energy. And these warlocks are on a hunt right now, baby. They are on a hunt. Do you hear me? I talked to me and my children went to the beach the other day. We went to Speedway. We went and got us some little snackety snacks. The store people that was in there working on cleaning up the store and the store register man, oh my gosh, they looked like the hills have eyes. Have anybody ever seen hills have eyes? And I don't normally talk that, but the sun was going down and they was moving slower and slower. I said, let's hurry and get up out of this motherfucking town before I have to tear this shit up. They was in there acting like the hills have eyes, right? Out of nowhere, this one carbonated, melanated man got his ether, got some braids, got some. Now you know he's something else with them Cardies, okay? He got some Cartiers on. For one, I know you from Michigan. You got them on. But anywho, y'all, he instantly like, you beautiful. I'm like, you beautiful too. Thank you. And I go to the car, and when I'm getting in the car, he parked right by my car. It was an interaction by the spirit of entity warlock men, I guess. I don't know. But he like, can I get your number? No, put my number in your phone. I'm like, okay. Because like I told y'all, I don't care what nobody said about me. I do not reject men in public. No, I do not. I will make the most violent man look and feel at peace in my energy. Ashe, even if I don't find interest in him. Ashe. Because I'm a mother and I'm by myself as it appears physically, but spiritually, I with my ancestors too. But I don't play with rejecting men. Men can be something else, and it can be black men too. I don't care what y'all say. They don't know how to take rejection sometimes. So I'm like, yeah, I put my number in your phone. Plus, number finna be, get it. I'm like, I put my number in my phone. Gave him a number. He texts me. I'm driving. I don't text and drive, especially with my children. I barely look in the back seat when I'm driving. I'm with my children. I'm on my way home, so I finally text him back when I get home. And I'm just sitting in my car, and we start talking. Not even 5 minutes in the conversation. Just guess what he mentioned. Guess what this warlock man mentioned. Guess. Warlocks are narcissists. Certain narcissists in a warlock man, you can have the low vibrational warlock and the low vibration, like the lowest, meaning that's the bottom feeders. Then you got the high vibrational warlock man that's fan and a motherfucker, baby. They like dripped in gold. They so fan, okay? He was all right looking, but the first rejection in my mind, period, he looked too much like my cheering dad. Small lips, little braid. Baby, we ain't finna do all that, but I'm not gonna reject you. I'm gonna hear you out. What you got to say to me? Because usually when I come in contact with men, low vibrational men, narcissist men, warlock men, I like to hear what they have to say, because it's always a message in every interaction or in every encounter you come into in this life. So it can either let you know that your true divine masculine is near, or your true divine masculine is trying to say something to you through other men. And the universe testing you to see if you're going to fall for the words of people, the words of men again. The universe tests you before they send certain, beautiful people in your life. They want to see if you're going to go down that rabbit hole again because of lust and boredom and lonesome and all this bullshit. First 5 minutes, this man started talking about his, what. I started laughing a little bit, because instantly, I already knew off appearance you wasn't my type. Secondly, I already knew off of that 5-minute conversation, you instantly spoke of that. You're out of here, right? But I know how to play the game now. Like when it comes down to courting and dating men. Yeah, instant turn off. But it's an even more turn off when you're not my type. It's an even more turn off, and it's actually disrespectful to the goddess energy, because certain interactions can become SAing. You get what I'm saying? Because who even said that I agree to this conversation? So I switched the convo up. I'm like, yeah, let's switch it up. We started talking about many other things. And we started talking about a few different, not really spiritual. I didn't get super deep. I don't do all that. Not all the time. I like to hear what a man got to say. I'm mostly quiet listening to him. The main thing a warlock man will ask you after you just met him is for pictures. A picture of your regular self. Don't send nobody a picture to you. No, send no man a picture. Unless that's your man and you truly trust him. Because what spirit showed me when you send me in pictures, it's so deep. They either can do little X magic with it. They can make it like an altar on their phone. They can praise it. Send a lot of good energy to try to manifest you in. Do you hear me? When people send pictures, you be wondering why you just all of a sudden you super into this conversation. You're into this meeting with this man now. You're super into it now when you really wasn't. But the moment you send a picture, you get more into it. You like, damn, I want to talk to him more now. That is because you sent energy for him to play with and conjure up in. Stop sending men pictures of you, even if it's not a super intimate picture. Just picture you, period. If he want to see you, he will see you in person. A real man ain't going to even pretty much ask for pictures for real. He want to see you the next day. He want to take you on a date. He want to know when the next time y'all going to link up and not da-da-da. So I asked Spirit, I said, Spirit, why are you why are you placing these warlock men in my path right now? What is the meaning of this? I also heard the whispers of judgment. These men has done horrible things to women, and it's meant for me to be in their energy to sort them out, investigate, and, spiritually cause judgment. First of all, when you first meet a man and the first conversations are about intercourse or anything like that, baby, let me tell you something. That is a slowly manipulation to SAing. Going against your spiritual boundaries, going against your actual boundaries, going against all of everything you own. That's an instant disrespect to the divine feminine. Instant. Know what you're up against. When anybody talk about that shit, as soon as you start talking to them, the first conversation on the phone, the first time we're speaking and you speak about that, that is disrespect to your fertility womb, your everything down at the root, the sacred, all of it. Not just saying he letting you know exactly what he won't. No, he's disrespecting me. And when they disrespect you like that, that is a disrespect to all the divine feminines. Because what if you meet somebody that's easily manipulated and then she lay with you? That is because it's like premeditated essaying. You go lay with them because you said you wanted to, but this person was manipulating this out of you, manipulating this conversation. So I'm picking up, this is what these men was out here doing. And then I meet another motherfucking masculine man, beautiful, And he playing it smooth, though. He ain't asking for the number. He ain't asking for nothing. That's fine. That's good. But he keep talking about church and God and praying for his enemies. But I notice his spirit don't align with his words or his eyes. The warlocks are on an on-time high right now. They're low. Do you not see the warlock in most of these celebrity men, these YouTubers? Do you not see it? That's why I had to make that post about Austin and Catherine. Because you can clearly see the warlock in Austin. He don't even look full of life no more since him and her broke up. He looked drained. He looked like sunken. He looked like he lost weight. Chris Brown, I love Chris Brown, but Chris Brown have overused women too. And he went through a sunken state. You get what I'm saying? That is what happens when you're constantly pulling from the divine goddess. Pulling from her. And when y'all finally break up because the universe has caused a shift, you start going back to looking how you originally supposed to look. Sunken, dark, you know, just look all type of ways. You get what I'm saying? You have to pay attention. You was married to a warlock, you see right there. Yes. And you will find most warlocks very religious. Very religious. Most of them know a little bit about spirituality too. They will study you. And then they will be like, I can use God to get her. You got certain men that go to the church to find women. To do them, turn them every which way but loose. It's in their eyes, I say. So the whole time me and this first guy was talking on the phone, my energy wouldn't connect to him. Not even as a friend. My sacral chakra wouldn't move. It was just everything was shielded. It wasn't a blockage on my end. It was a shield. I learned how to play the games with the men. Why? Because I don't want, especially not in your face, I don't want to reject you right in there because you might go into you might throw a tantrum and end up harming me. And I don't need that, baby. The second man was pulling on my root too, thinking I was going to lust over him. Your beauty is a great thing to look at. It's, ooh, I love to see it. But I would never lust over a warlock man. I'm not going to say never. I'm going to send that back. I will always be cautious when it comes to warlock men. They like to pull on your lusty energy. They like to pull it from you. Some men can pull energy from you without even laying with you. Especially here on your social medias. They like to put your pictures up as altars. Do you know that? Do you know these men really be doing stuff to our pictures when we're not looking? Spirit didn't astral project me. One time I was meditating, y'all. I was off that. I was meditating, though. And Spirit took me to a random man house. I couldn't really see his face. It was like blocked. But I seen him on a phone. Sitting in his bed or in his like dark room. Real evil. And he was in his phone. And I'm like, what y'all want me to see? I ain't asking questions, but I'm curious in the meditation state. Because I'm like, I'm really astral projecting. Because I'm not even asleep. I just went into a deep meditation. And I'm like, what am I supposed to see? So I'm looking around the room. He don't see me. He just still looking at the phone. And he was brown skinned. And I go over and I go behind him. And I look down at the phone. It's my picture. And this man got his pants, he doing like this. And I'm looking. And then when I was looking, he looked up like he felt my energy. And I zoned back out and I woke up. I snapped out of the meditation. These men, these warlock men are desperate for our essence. They're desperate for our energy. Like when y'all be on there showing yourselves and y'all bikini stuff like that, y'all overly give knowingly, unknowingly to warlock men that's doing stuff on your pictures. It's like an altar. So yeah, and that was wicked. I don't care what nobody say, that's wicked. You don't know me. I don't know you. And you doing this to a photo of mine that I got on my Insta, my Facebook, my TikTok. You get what I'm saying? It was a picture that I have on all 3 platforms. So I know this was somebody that was just watching. So be aware of that. But also, they're going to get... That person I know for a fact got hella karma for that. Because I don't play them type of games. Please don't do that type of stuff. That stuff is weird. It is so weird. In this life, you going to have a few people lust over your energy. Especially when you have some beautiful healing energy. Women will lust over your energy. I have female friends that used to, as soon as they get one sip of lick, they all looking at me like, if you don't put that snake tongue back in your goddamn mouth, girl, I'm ready to eat some I remember I had a cousin do that. This wasn't a real cousin, though, but we grew up together like cousins. Now, when we were cheering, and we used to, cheering, used to do little curious shit. But as an adult, you got a kid, I got a kid, our kids hanging together. And one time I went over this cousin house, y'all. This is when I first started my spiritual journey. I haven't been with a man in like 5 months, too. Like 4 months, so I took some time. I'm over there at the house with them. We just chilling. Me and her, it's just, everybody else ended up leaving. It's just me and her. So we just sitting there talking about different shit. We having a little shot or two or whatever. And she look at me and she like, she said, I want some sloppy top. I said, what? She was like, yeah, I do. I'm like, girl, I could use some too. I'm thinking we talk about our man or a man. I'm like, shit, I could use some too. Bye. And she look up out of her phone. She was in her phone. She look up at her phone, look at me, and she said, I want something from a girl. When I tell you my heart sunk, like I got so uncomfortable. I said, a girl? She's talking about some, And she was just looking at me like, you. And I started laughing, and she was like, she started laughing a little bit, then she got serious, like, I'm serious. And then she was looking at my lips and looking at me. And mind you, this is like a cousin. I said, why you looking at me like that? She like, you ain't ever thought about it? Thought about who? What, me with you? She talking about some. I said, hell no. When I tell y'all I left and never went back. No, I went back a few times after that because I thought maybe it was just the liquor. It wasn't the liquor. This woman really wanted to lay with me. And it ruined the whole friendship, the whole connection we ever had. And she even started acting funny after that, too. She was never the same. She acted like she wanted to fight me. She acted like she didn't like me. She acted like it was gossiping. Because that's what she wanted to do. First of all, if I was into that, baby, that certain person was not my type. And she wasn't a blood cousin. It was a cousin through another cousin of mine. And we all grew up together. But it was weird. When you start spiritually vibrating high, these people will want to pull from your sacral and your root chakra. That is how they can pull most of your essence and energy so they can look good. Certain people just want to look good, feel good in your own fucking energy. And this is why so many people lust after you. But I'm going to tell you one more thing. Spiritually, women are attracted to other women naturally. Some women lie and deny it because you didn't fully connect to your full feminine energy. And I want you to sit here and sit still. You ever got with a man and he wasn't that popping, but as soon as you got with him, he started popping, and not all of a sudden all girls want him? That's your energy. They want your energy through him. You made him look good. You remember when you seen a handsome man, he just handsome as hell. You like, damn, he look good. and you just liking him so much, but when you see his woman, you see her energy, and all of a sudden you kind of low-key feel this attraction towards her too. It's low-key her energy, her pheromones, her aura on him. Because men are supposed to be givers, but also they can take from the divine feminine too. When they enter on her, they take from her. They pull. Some men pull too much from her. And you be thinking you like this man whole time. It's the woman's energy that you're attracted to. Because as soon as she leave him, when she catch him for doing all this cheating, lusting shit, his energy gonna go back to that sunken place. And you gonna see him sink in. He ain't gonna be full of life. He's gonna look filled with illness. Now you got some men that just look ugly and they look good, but they look ugly. That's because they with a Jezebel. So it happens both ways. You done met a woman before and be like, you are a beautiful woman. And you feel that little chill in your body like, girl, if I was a man, That's that energy. We are all low-key attracted to women's energy because women energy is what brings life and put that beauty onto certain men that don't know how to put it onto themselves. Now you got some men that don't take and overtake from women. You got some men that simply givers to women. And them are the men that you be like, oh, that masculine energy. You instantly feel like a little girl, soft and gentle, and he just so charming. That's his true masculine energy. He ain't taking from his woman. He getting beauty from the heavens because he's taking care of his woman. Woo! You see the difference? Do you see the difference? You got some men that take from their women. Her beauty, her feminine energy, her pheromones, her essence, her beautiful nature. And he out here getting other women while wearing her pheromones, wearing her essence, her attracting, abundant, beautiful aura. He's wearing it to get more victims, right? But you also got a divine masculine man that strictly pour into his woman. He pour into women, period. He don't want to take anything too much from them. And when he give back to women, he hold the door open for you. He bow to you when he see you. That's the when you see men do like this to you, or they're bowing to you literally, and they bow to you and they give you your graces. They get bliss from the heavens, from the God, from that. And that's when they look more superior, more masculine, more beautiful. So you have to know the difference, feminines. You have to know the difference, masculines. The men that look sunken in, they're getting karma for overtaking from women. Their masculinity has been depleted because they have overtaken. And women like me has sensed it, seen it, and caused judgment on it. Because why? They crossed my paths to do the same shit they did to other women and got away with it. They tried to do it with me on a first name basis, and there we go. Especially the men that say, I love BBWs. Oh my God, I love them. You just think you got an insecure one. My radar go off on that too. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, you want a love bomb. Okay. I want y'all to pay attention to this energy that I'm channeling. It's from masculines and demasculated men that take from women. We are naturally the ones that's supposed to be receiving. We are the receivers. I'm not going to say takers. We are the receivers. So if a man is supposed to be the giver, spiritually, physically, and emotionally, not just about his money, he gives. He have to put his charger in your goddamn socket, right? He's a giver. But if he started, the balance gets shifted when he's taking from you. He's taking from you. That's why when you see women sick, when they with these men, he is taking so much from you, you are getting, your immune system is breaking down. You get what I'm saying? Be aware of these type of men that's takers. You can tell a taker because of his charm. And then when he say he got a woman, look at his woman. And when you feel a connection to her, it's her energy that he's attracting women with. Now you got women that'll take men energy too. Women that take men energy to attract more men. or to attract more people, period. Women can take that. But naturally, a man is supposed to give. And we receive. You are not supposed to lay on your back or get on top of him and feel depleted. Okay? Ooh. These men also have learned how to take sexual energy from you without even touching you. They know how to pull on your sacral chakra without even laying with you. They can take energy like that too. Because they can come in, love bomb you, give you all the beautiful words you like, give you things you like, show you different ways, do pop up or come over more, and y'all just vibe out talking. You will begin to lust over his energy, and then that's when you will begin to probably self-pleasure, self-please self, and you will see his face. That is because he's found a way to pull energy from you without even laying with you physically. There's warlocks out here like that too. I met maybe 3 of those. Okay? The reason why I'm speaking about warlocks today is because a lot of you are about to see warlocks be exposed. You are about to see the sunkenness in their face, the depletion in their eyes. And you will think they're stressed and drained. No. They are operating in their authenticity. The universe has given them back themselves. And they have given the women back. They are giving the women back their energy. Okay? All of this energy that men has been walking around using is now returning to the feminines. Even if these warlock men are still entering these women, they're not going to be able to take energy from the divine feminines. Jezebels, they can't really take much from Jezebels. Even though they lay with the Jezebel or make relationships and babies with the Jezebel, they still are unable to take much from the Jezebel. If anything, the Jezebel take more from them.
It's closed. But it was open.
Something closed it. It probably closed on its own. Or the wind outside, that window open too. Yeah, because you need to go sit down. Okay? So you will catch a lot of more women just out of nowhere getting these abundant of energy. She's going to attract more things because her energy is now returning home to her. Even if you're not celibate and you've been with probably a few men or one man that's been with more women behind your back, your energy is still about to return to you. Okay? They no longer can operate in this reality right now because this reality is only operating out of authenticity. And this is why you see more people standing up in the hate that they're in, because that is how they truly feel about self and their life and others. You get what I'm saying? So you have to allow authenticity to take its place on this realm. Other than that, there's a great divide and balance when it comes. So a lot of people will be going through breakups, divorce, going through law, going through a lot of different situations. You will see these warlocks do exactly what they need to do. Okay? That's just like, I think I seen Dub and Brittany. Same there. He's a warlock. Yep. So, with that being said, I love you all so much. Ashe.